Welcome to this week's edition of the Explain It podcast. I am your host, Ingryd Hernandez. As you guys know, we do this podcast every Wednesday, 1 p.m. Arizona time. And today is a special edition because I have somebody in person with me all the way from Portugal, kind of, sort of. We'll talk about that. But in the meantime, just a couple of reminders for you guys, and we'll put this information in the chat as well. One is we are raising money for a young kid named Marcelino who is going through a bone marrow transplant. So if you find it in your heart to donate to Marcelino's cause, the link is in the chat on YouTube, on Twitch, all the good things. And we are trying to raise enough. Well, technically, we're trying to get to 35,000, and we already have Pace's commitment for the other 10 grand. So, would love to see if you guys can donate anywhere, 20, 50, even better, $100. And I think we'll get there much faster. His bone marrow transplant starts in May, and part of what we did was also socialize this through the Creative Nation Tour meetup. And that night we raised around $11,000. So super exciting. Fell a little short of the 35,000 in total that we were trying to raise, which I think really what is like 27, 28,000 is really what I was committing to raise. So anywho, all to say is if you find it in your heart to donate, the link is in the chat. But here's what we're going to talk about today. We're going to talk about Creative Nation Tour, things we learned, and how that experience went and how folks were we had a super good time. And then secondly, some wellness stuff that I've been up to where not something I've really publicly shared, but if you guys follow me on Instagram, you would have seen when I totally hurt my ankle last summer, and that's been a problem for me, which then created a bigger problem of sciatica pain. And so I have been pain-free since I've went to our Miami retreat, and I want to talk about it with a gal who I've quickly become super good friends with. Her name is Laura Burbrower. And here I am. Yeah.
Live and in person.
So you mentioned that or not you mentioned, you are here technically from Portugal.
Yes.
But what part of Portugal?
The Azores, which are the islands off of the mainland. They call it the Hawaii of Europe. Mm-hmm. And it is magical and peaceful. And talk about wellness. It helps with my mental and physical health greatly.
To live in Portugal.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Being by the ocean.
Yeah.
It is scientifically proven that being by the ocean actually does calm you and also energize you.
Yeah, I need to remind my husband that. So we actually we went on our honeymoon to Maui, and we love Hawaii.
Yes.
And what's really cool about joining Sub 2 is like the 808 is strong in Sub 2. There's so many wonderful Hawaiians. Oh yeah, they say it very differently, which I love. Hawaiian. Yeah. Rhonda, Kaipo, the Kalamas, Tristan and Kamohai, who were on the podcast last week. And Vic says that's where all the surfers chill. So
in the Azores?
Oh, that's why surfers. Oh, sorry, I misread that.
Mm-hmm.
That's why the surfers are so chill.
Yes,
They be grounded. So that's the link, guys, in the chat if you guys want to help Marcelino. If you yourself have questions and you want to come on the podcast, I am going to put a link in the chat and you guys can come up here and join, because this is technically Q&A day. But in the meantime, let's talk through what whirlwind the Creative Nation Tour was last week. Again, I had the privilege to host, and you can't do everything by yourself. So I had tons of folks with me helping. So you, unexpectedly, were in, give us a little bit about your background. Why were you such a big help?
So my background's in event production. I did 20 years of fashion show and event production worldwide for luxury brands. And so whenever anyone is putting on an event, especially in the community, I automatically throw my hand up to support in any kind of way, right? Like I will take garbage out. I will do anything, right? But this incredible human being right here, I mean, I'm declaring it right here. I've been to a few, not as many as some of the other community members. This was by far the best Creative Nation tour yet.
Let's go.
I don't know. I think that's a challenge for everybody else. You have to try to beat it. And maybe we'll talk about
And I want to be beaten. Yeah.
Right? Like everybody like level up.
For sure. Here's how I want to be beaten. First of all, we did the Creative Nation tour, and I felt with so many people being there that we had an opportunity to make a bigger purpose around it, or create a bigger purpose around it. And so I came across Marcelino's GoFundMe because his stepdad was one of our clients. We helped them find a house. It ultimately didn't work out because they ended up making a different decision, but we're still really close with them. And so when I was seeing it on my Instagram, I just kind of had like a, oh my gosh moment where, hey, we really should do something more with getting all these people together. But so I'm still really proud that we raised around $11,000 that night for Marcelino's like bone marrow journey. And I've actually been
even more
since then. Yeah. Cause then Pace also committed another 10 grand. So technically I think we're around 22,000 altogether. But their goal, so I picked up this torch when they were already at 8,000. They were like right at 8,000. So anything above 8,000 has been a strong influence from the sub-2 community, from Pace. And I just felt like, again, when you're having that many people come together, can we make it a bigger deal? Because anything counts, even if everybody were to put $5 in, like that's such a big deal. And so that was the one thing from that night. The other kind of give back, we also had a dog rescue at our event. How
did I not know this?
Did you not?
No.
Yeah. Underdog Rescue was in the back. I just didn't have time to like go film it. I'm hoping my son, who was doing B-roll, like recorded it. But we had a couple dogs in the parking lot. And so one of the things that we did, I should have gotten the Pace bingo. So one of the things that we did that made the event super unique and got a lot of the attendees talking to the sponsors is we did a bingo card. Now go grab it. The bingo card had everyone's brand on it, with the exception of one sponsor who decided to come and pay like the same day. So I couldn't obviously print it. But everybody's brand got to be on the bingo card. And that bingo card was like a little takeaway for everyone. And at the bottom was also the QR code to donate to Marcelino's journey. And so on there was Underdog. And so the Underdog group, they said they got 2 dogs adopted, I believe. And then they have several people asking to foster their dogs. So I didn't know you didn't know that.
I did not know that at all.
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
I had no idea.
So those were the 2 kind of give backs I incorporated.
And how did you get that higher engagement, right? Like there was a prize at the end.
Yeah.
And you could get it by one of 2 ways.
Yeah. So we raffled off 2 $250 gift cards. We raffled off PEMF goggles, which we're definitely going to talk about PEMF and how it's like completely taken away my pain. We raffled off 2 contract write-ups by Perla Argyle, who runs TC Deal Pros, worth $200 each. And we also raffled off $5,000 worth of headhunting. So there's a company here who also is a headhunter. So if like you're looking to hire an executive assistant or like a more higher level role for your organization. And then the last thing we raffled was a business consultation worth $750 to work with one of the marketing agencies. And so we were able to give all that away if you participated in the bingo card raffle. So it was super exciting. Yeah. And yeah, like I'm so stoked.
It was so interactive. And I have to say, it was the first time that you could see like everybody was going from table to table, and all the sponsors really, I think there was such a good return on investment there.
Oh yeah. They were overwhelmed for all the right reasons.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It was great. And then there were food trucks, churros, my favorite. Literally anybody on here that knows me really well knows that I am obsessed with churros.
Oh, and talk about the churros.
Okay. They were amazing churros, but it was so multicultural as well. There was Puerto Rican food, there was Mexican food, there was everything under the sun. And it was like a big block party. So we had such a good time and was able to raise funds for amazing charities. And I didn't even realize get some dogs adopted too, because adoption is super important. So
all right, guys. So would you talk about the churros?
I did talk about the churros and all the food, how multicultural it was. And
I literally didn't have time to eat. I didn't eat any of the food. I was like running around crazy.
Oh, it was delicious.
So we went.
I ate for you.
Thank you.
I ate enough.
We had a steak afterwards. So if any of you are out there, like this bingo card is what we gave away. See how everyone's brand is on there, and see how there's a little QR code for Marcelino. So there was Pace Creative Nation Tour. It was designed by my cousin's marketing company called Full Stop Agency, and then everybody who participated. And so every time they were redeemed, they got signed here, and then they got signed here, so that you could keep this. But those were the ways that we could give the tickets away. So yeah, it was super cute. Everybody like loved having these. So that was one thing. We also had these on display to help people, remind them to like donate to Marcelino. And then to also follow us, all the leaders that helped put together the event on Instagram. So I encourage you to go follow us on Instagram.
And yes, it felt like collecting Pokemon gym badges.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Vic, tell us a little bit of like what else you thought. And I welcome you joining the call if there's any questions you guys have, or anybody. So thank you guys for being on here. If anybody has questions about their real estate journey, their business journey, you're more than welcome to join us. That StreamYard link is right here. When you join, I can see that you come onto the backstage and we'll have you on the platform. And then a huge shout out to another gal who has created like a little business. If any of you need this, just reach out to me. I have her information. But this is like the Creative Nation Tour. She gave me a little like, this is a bottle opener. Super cute. I just wanted to call this out. I was like, oh yeah, she made these for me. She said, handmade with love. And these are little magnets. Super cute. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this can help me remember what a cool night. And then getnesty.com. That's another company that like my creative real estate wholesaling company, the DBA anyway. And this is who, isn't this cute?
A bottle opener.
A little bottle opener. Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah. So anyway, I love that the bingo card was so well received too. It
was amazing.
Yeah. And it was just another shower idea. I meditate in the shower. And what else? So another thing that was happening is like there was a lot of events converging all at once. And so you had the No One Left Behind challenge that Pace was running.
Yeah.
The Zero Down program that our friend Sarah Pica, along with Pace, was running.
Yeah.
And then we had Golden Ticket. And I was getting anxious because I was like, this is going to be like so many people trying to get in the door all at once. How can I solve this problem? And literally it came to me in the shower. I was like, I should go pre-register them that morning because I have to be at Golden Ticket anyways, because me and Raz did our monthly webinar for creativelisting.com. If you guys haven't signed up to creativelisting.com, help us get to, it's free, but get us to 60,000 is where you'll find folks that are folks that are selling properties creatively or with cash. But our primary focus is creative. And then, so I went to Golden Ticket. I gave them the wristbands to get those people pre-registered. And then I went to the Zero Down thing, get those people pre-registered. And then Jennifer Johnson, bless her heart, because she had to oversee all of our volunteers. Even people were saying
she was a sergeant.
I love it. Yeah, people were like, you guys were so coordinated. And I was like, thank God for Jennifer Johnson. She had volunteers helping people direct traffic on where to park, where to come into the property. We had volunteers who, we had 8 volunteers getting minimum, people in the building, and then like handing out the bingo cards. So it was excellent. Like,
and
it was
had
just
your little your little VIP system of people that were at the other events.
Correct.
To keep the flow going.
We called it the Fast Pass. And then we had an area where people could get their tags. Maybe even that one was like we have this table here where you could turn the light on above the table. And then it's huge so that people are on both sides. So I think it allowed for a lot more traffic for people trying to sign up or put their names on tags. Like, even that was really good. Like, that was weird, but like that one was good too.
No, it was perfect. Color coordinated. So everybody knows what everyone's focus is.
Yeah.
And then there was the, what do you have? What do you need table?
Yes. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
I still need to codify that. Actually, you took pictures, right?
I took pictures.
I'm going to send that to my EA. So people signed, like, what do they have? What do they need? And then they gave their phone number, maybe email. I don't know.
Yeah.
A few people email.
Yeah. There's like full information for some people.
Yeah.
Depends. You never know. Some people only put a first name.
Yeah. Like this episode to let me know whether or not we should make that what do you have, what do you need spreadsheet available to all of you, because it provides people's information about what they are needing right now. So what is this? I don't know what this is. Okay. So somebody is like totally doing something weird in our chat. Like, how do you put user in timeout? Okay, there we go. Anyway, Jennifer's trying to call me, but I can't, Jennifer. I'm on my podcast. All right,
she heard her name called out.
She probably did. Yeah,
her ears were itching. But so it was an incredible event. And point being, you want people to take what you did as well and utilize it in their meetups, right? Yeah, I want that. I want people to do a lot more with these meetups, because it can extend beyond just networking, because we can network anytime. Like, where could we find a bigger purpose? And the other reason why I actually was reached out by the Underdog nonprofit, the dog rescue. It was them who reached out to me, and I was like, this is fantastic, because Jamil, who wasn't able to be here, he was in Canada. Jamil is huge about helping dogs be rescued, and so I was like, this is great. I would love to help somehow. So yeah, it was really cool. Hi, Jeffrey Owens, who has been learning a lot from myself, Bobby, and Monica. So maybe you're one of our bird dogs. This is great. Bobby and Monica actually got an RV park under contract, and I think they're working through due diligence right now. I believe they're buying it with Pace. So that's exciting.
Kind of cool. Yeah, for sure. All right, let's see here. Oh, Vic says, this was my second Sub 2 event outside of the Scottsdale Weekly event, and it was amazing. Did some networking and met some cool people. I got a picture with Pace too.
Nice.
Cool. Yeah, I'm so happy for you. That's super cool.
Oh, wait, we also forgot. You had Eric Ballman here, who was also taking professional headshots.
Yeah.
For everyone.
Whoever wanted it. So yeah, I totally forgot. Like, there's just so many things that we put together. So yeah.
For free too.
For free. Professional headshots. And it's super cool to see people changing their headshot or their main like profile pictures with the headshots that Eric did. And I was like, oh, we did that. I'm so happy. That, and we had a photo booth.
Yes.
as a memento, like a digital download of the Creative Nation tour. It was like 4 different pictures. And I felt like it was a way for people like to just take fun pictures together. And we ended up taking a picture like that with Pace. Is that what triggered that thought?
Yes, I was thinking about that. And yes, both the photo booth and the professional headshots. How great.
And then anything else other than the Oli Life? Because I do want to transition into Oli Life.
I mean, I just think the indoor outdoor aspect, which not every place can because of the time of year, but it just made it a fun block party.
Oh, the kids corner.
Yes.
We had a kids corner too, because we wanted people to not have to feel like they had to leave their children behind. So we had a kids corner. Dr. Noe, he brought like fake grass to put down so that the kids had a place to like stand and not feel like they were in asphalt. And they did Legos. We were supposed to have a face painter, but they canceled on us. And then what else did they do in that corner? Coloring.
They had like candies.
Yeah. Candy. Yeah. So it was like a fun little corner for like, so I saw some moms sitting over there with all the children. So that was really cool. Again, we wanted the kids to feel invited. We had this huge table of a whole bunch of water bottles too. So it'd be easy for people to like pick them up on the go. So they didn't feel like they had to scramble and get thirsty.
Everyone was staying hydrated.
Important.
Which is a good segue.
Yeah. So super awesome. Thank you to maybe on the notes of this, we'll put all the sponsors that participated in case any of you want to reach out to them. But yeah, one of the sponsors that we had there was Oli Life. And you and I have started to get more involved with Oli Life, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So I'll talk about my story. You have a story too, though,
I have
right?
a story too. Yeah.
Yeah. So I have had ankle pain and hip pain like pretty dramatically, honestly, since last summer. I don't know if any of you follow me on Instagram. If you don't, you should. Ingryd_Hernandez. This is how it's written. Oh, I didn't even put your name up here. I'm so sorry, Laura. I didn't think about it.
I forgive you.
Okay. I think we could change it. Let me see. Anywho, we will. Because I've been in pain, I've worn a lot more tennis shoes, less heels. I only like very sparingly wear heels. And I went to Miami that Thursday. Any of you, when you fly, like your ankles get fat, like that happens to me. I don't have the greatest circulation.
I now wear compression socks because if I don't, my ankles and my legs just blow up.
Well,
that's a new thing. It's been since like 40 and a half. Yeah. Or about a year. The first time I noticed was squat up last year.
Oh, really?
I got off the plane in Dallas and then each day my legs just swelled.
Yeah.
I was like, what is this?
Super interesting. So same. I would be the last couple of years, like my 40s have brought me a lot more inflammation. So when I went to Miami, what was it, January 8th or whenever it was, whatever that Thursday was, my ankles were swollen. I was already in pain because like we went and ate some amazing Colombian food and my ankle was like just sore from all the walking afterwards. Cause I was so full. I was like, guys, we should go walking, and then realize like, oh God, like my ankle. And we hadn't even kicked off the retreat yet. That was like the following day. So I was like, this is great. But the next day we went, and again, my ankle was not feeling good that day. Pain on my ankle mostly. And then I happened to like Kaipo moved to Chandler, Arizona, and I had no idea. Kaipo is from Hawaii, and I saw him and I got introduced to him. I'm trying to remember like the sequence of events at the airport, but normally I travel with my husband. So the fact that I was traveling by myself and I had all this stuff with me, I had like all this breakfast stuff, and then I had my luggage, and I didn't have anywhere to put my coffee. And I was like, hey, Kaipo, because we had just talked to each other. I was like, can I borrow you? I made him carry my coffee to get into the plane because he saw that I was struggling. And then when we were in the plane, said hellos and whatnot. But like it was a good icebreaker while we were waiting to get seated. And when we were at Squad Up. And I say all of this because it was super serendipitous.
Right.
Like it wasn't planned. He was like, hey, Ingrid, I want to tell you about what Rhonda's up to. Rhonda Chun. Shout out to Rhonda. Rhonda has this huge business plan with this company called Oli Life, who hasn't officially launched in the US yet. They've started doing some pre-marketing, but not the official launch. And so she was like, I am able to get in front of what I think is going to blow up in the United States. And I wanted your feedback. And I was like, okay, like why my feedback? But okay, cool. Let's sit. And so she talked to me about what these tools do, and this technology called PEMF and terahertz being combined, which has never been done before.
Right.
There have been PEMF math. What's it stand for again? Pulsary
electromagnetic frequency.
Yes.
And you will hear Gary Brecka and like Dave Asprey and a lot of people talking about PEMF, which is amazing. And
Gary and Dave are huge wellness people. Yeah.
Yes, huge biohackers. And so they'll promote a lot of PEMF mats. But this is super unique.
Yeah, this is unique because it combines terahertz. And if either of those things are of interest to you, just DM me on Instagram. I'll send you a little video that explains what it is. And then what we realized is that the terahertz and the PEMF, like they work together to help your cells basically function better.
Yes.
All I know is that Rhonda and Kaipo were telling me about this business thing, and then it's actually a wellness thing. And I was like, okay. And then when they were telling me the story of how Rhonda's best friend's husband, who had a stroke, could not feel anything. And by the way, consult with your doctors. I'm not advising anything. I'm just telling you sort of like our experience. But I don't know what's happening here. Where like they couldn't feel anything on their right side. And so because they couldn't feel anything on their right side, they're just trying to figure out, what is happening here? We have some weird people in our maybe we're getting a lot of traction. I have no idea.
I don't know.
So anyway, when Rhonda was telling me this story, she was telling me that like they had tried cryo plunging, like cold therapies, red light therapies, acupuncture, everything. So he had a stroke and couldn't feel anything on his right side, like not the right of his face, not his arm, not his leg. And so they had him try the PEMF board. And when he was on the PEMF board, had his feet on it,
for 15 years, right?
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Yes. Yeah. For 15 years. And at that point, it was nobody was paying attention that he was sitting and putting his feet on the board. But like around close to 11 minutes, he's like, hey, this is getting really hot. Something is wrong. And they're asking him, they're like, what do you mean? What side are you feeling this on? And it was his right side. And again, after hearing that and me knowing the character of Rhonda and who she was, and I mean, she's a fractional CFO, like facts, figures, and like logic is important. And so when she told me this story and like on the verge of tears on how like this sort of felt miraculous. And now, by the way, he used the PEMF board and now can feel everything on his right side. Like he's
so wild. And we're talking about a 20-minute treatment.
Yeah. A 20-minute treatment every day. But he did have to do it for several months, I believe. But now he can feel everything on his right hand, or on his right side. Where it's like he went 15 years without feeling anything. And so when she told me that story, and again, I knew, liked, and trusted her, I was like, I'm swiping. I'm buying this thing.
But you tried it first.
I tried it. But listen, I bought it before I had
I did not know that.
No.
I did too. So I don't know why I'm saying I didn't know.
When she told me that story, and because I knew her already and just her sense of integrity and like who she was, I told Rhonda, me spending $2,000 right now is not going to make or break our friendship. I put a little strain on it if it's not true, but I will be okay. it's not like I'm lending her like money or something. And so then I swiped right away, and literally we went to her room, we tried it. I was like, okay, this feels really weird, but I could tell that it was electrifying my legs because I would touch my legs and it would feel super, super weird.
Yeah.
It's
a weird, like almost you're doing something backwards. Like when you go backwards, it was like a electrical something.
Yeah. And then I'd put the PEMF goggles too. And I have friends who have like cataract issues, and like I'm really looking forward to like getting that order in, because I want her to, like, one of my good friends, like I want her to just put that on all the time, because I've heard stories that also helps people with cataract issues.
And you don't have yours anymore because you donated it at the Creative Nation tour.
Yeah. So once you feel good, like you can't help but want other people to feel good. So I ordered it right away. And then for the next 2 hours after I had my whole experience, and I recorded the whole 20-minute experience that I was on there. And Rhonda was explaining to me that story with her friend, and then other stories too. And I've heard Rhonda's own story. I don't know if it was on that, but she has taken away her eczema through one of the modalities that one of the other products. And I was like, okay, what does it say? Jeff, am I able to ask questions? Yes. Maybe next week I'm available around this time. Mostly I'll be, oh yeah, for sure, Jeff. Put your questions. Anybody, whatever questions you have, whether you're about this weird stuff we're talking about right now, or anything related to like real estate and business, please put your info in the chat. But I bought it right away. And then for the next 2 hours, I peed a lot, like 5 different times that I could recall. And I was like, dang, this thing is doing something to me, because I didn't drink anything really. I barely drank water, which actually I should have been drinking more water, but it made me go to the restroom a lot. And then the next day, didn't even pay attention. Like I was running late.
Well, later that night, right?
No.
It was
no, Friday. That was the Friday.
Okay.
So Saturday I woke up, right? Dr. Sam said, getting good amount of sleep is part of having the PEMF actually work for you, because no, I was not pregnant. I promise you I wasn't pregnant. But I was like, what the heck? And then after, like the next day, I put on my shoes, got going and everything. I didn't even pay attention that my ankle wasn't a problem. And then I realized it once we got to the yacht. The reason I realized it is because I was wearing ugly tennis shoes with like my outfit, because I didn't really bring heels, because I can't really wear heels much. And so I started dancing that night. Like it was like I was back to me. So that was Saturday night. And I was like, literally because of the PEMF, there was nothing else that I did different. That was my first time experiencing like pain-free ankle since last June. And then the following day, Sunday, my sciatica or my pain, like my hip, like I have this terrible pain ever since last summer. I can't sleep on my side when I when I have to sleep on my back, because my hip hurts. And then if anybody was at the OC, like you would see that I was in the very back row standing up, because my hip couldn't take anymore. It's like, I should probably do one more session in this PEMF thing. But everybody wanted to try it because Rhonda only had 2 and there was a lot of people there. So I was like trying to be accommodating, because I'm like, I tried it. It's fine. And also I feel because maybe I still had doubt that this was going to work. Because after I swiped with just hearing Rhonda's story, you doubt yourself.
Like buyer's regret.
Yes, buyer's remorse.
Yeah.
I was like, maybe I jumped the gun. But I have no qualms about it anymore, because I tried it after everybody went through it. I timed it. 10 minutes later, my hip pain was gone, and it has yet to return.
And even though you have it, you haven't used it that much.
Intermittently.
Because you haven't had it with you.
Yeah. Well, I ordered it that Friday, and then I got it. It was there for me like 2 days after I got back from Miami. Yeah. Because we were talking about Hawaii.
Yeah.
And I'm getting older. by the way, do you guys know my birthday's on Friday? So I'm going to be 44. And if you're asking, Ingrid's amazing. How can I give her, or not that one, not the StreamYard. I would love to reach my goal of helping Marcelino get to 45,000. Again, we're already 10,000 is coming from Pace, which has not been recorded. But yeah, my goal would be, how do we get to 35,000? That's my goal.
And like you said earlier, if you think like, I can't make that much of a difference, like $5 matters.
Oh yeah.
Every $5,
anything,
$1 matters.
Yeah. So despite the fact that my ankle felt better, the more profound was that Sunday. That 10 minutes after I did it, my pain was completely gone. And I was like, this is some voodoo stuff. Like how? And I still didn't understand the how until last night. We posted a video. If you guys follow me on Instagram, we posted a video of what is PEMF and what is terahertz and how do they work together through the products of Oli Life. So
yes, that is really informative because I knew about PEMF and I've used the mats before, but I wasn't as clear on what terahertz was. And then when I finally did use the machine and realized, same as you, I didn't realize how effective it was until all of a sudden I realized that I didn't notice my pain. And I had really bad back pain that had been getting increasingly worse as I was in New York. That's where my family is. And so I was flying out here for Golden Ticket and Creative Nation Tour and to hang with Ingrid. And my pain was getting worse and worse, my back pain, to the point where I would have to brace my core and think about breathing out every time I stood up from a chair. And so I did 20 minutes. Actually, it was on the night of the Creative Nation Tour. And the next day I was just kind of moving about my day. And all of a sudden I realized, wait, I've been getting up and down. I've been moving around and I haven't even thought about it. So I also had already ordered it before I got on a plane to come here, mainly because of all the incredible stories. Like first Ingrid talking about how amazing it was while she was in Miami, and then talking to Rhonda throughout last week or the week before.
Kaipo's arthritic knees, pain going away. Adam also having relief in his back.
Yes. People's neuropathy, starting to reverse a bit and feeling back in their hands. People with plantar fasciitis that were at the meetup all of a sudden coming back because it was at the meetup. There was a line out the door.
The fibromyalgia.
Yeah.
One of our, because I don't know about HIPAA rules, so I'm like, won't mention names, but there was somebody with fibromyalgia pain issues at the Miami Owners Club retreat. And they even had been drinking, which you're not supposed to do when you're on the EMF, because it just dehydrates you even faster. Next day, no hangover, no fibromyalgia pain. It went away.
It's so wild.
It's super wild. So essentially what it does is it takes inflammation away, and then you're able to, your body is able to recover you and function you without having that, I'll call it speed bump. Your speed bumps in the way, so it's not allowing them to or allowing your body to get to homeostasis. That's kind of how I think of it now.
Which is how I used to think of I'm just going to go get another steroid injection in my back because then I can actually strengthen my core and work, right? But this is to be able to have this at home when it really is a medical level device is incredible.
Yeah.
And when I go back, my father's 91 and I'm really excited to have him try it as well and see how it can help him because he has a lot of edema. I mean, he's 91. He has a lot of edema and he still ballroom dances. So we've got to get him moving.
Does he?
Yes.
What kind of dances?
Everything.
Really?
Yeah. Everything. Salsa to waltz to his, some of his videos have gone viral on TikTok. And I'm like, I'm not even on TikTok. So my dad is more famous than me.
That's super cool. Okay, we got a really great question. Jeff is asking, or Jeffrey,
Mm.
what would you say is the number one tip you'd give a new bird dog? I've been studying it for a month, and my goal is to help bring at least one deal that closes in February to gain experience. Okay. The biggest tip I would say, well, I'll give a couple. But one thing I want to make sure everybody knows that technically bird dogging, in even the term bird dogging is a negative connotation. Okay. So it's important that you have a joint venture agreement with anyone you work with, because if you're going to do the hard work of finding these opportunities and there hasn't been a set expectation for the person you're working for, then be prepared to be sadly disappointed, because there's a lot of folks who do not necessarily operate at the most integral level. Like they may not have as high integrity as you're expecting them. So I'm telling you this now, because you're going to be like, yeah, I brought this deal to so-and-so and they never even like acknowledged me. The only caveat to that is that, for example, I am an investor here in Arizona and I see the same deal like 20 times. So then I have to go figure out who submitted it to me first. So just understand who you're working with. If you're working with someone like me, that may be our bump in the road where I'm like, hey, here's where my CRM said that so-and-so brought it to me, 10 days ago. Like I have a deal right now that we're under contract, and the actual person the seller, it's a co-living house in Central Phoenix. We do believe we can refinance out, but we're looking for a private money partner, because when we refinance out, we're going to have about $35,000 stuck in the deal, which we can make up with the profit, so we could pay down that money. But it's going to take almost 2 years to pay down that money. And so, anyway, so if any of you are interested, let me know. But that property was sent to me by the person who actually got it under contract, and then somebody else who was just trying to bird dog it. And I'm like, no, I actually have a relationship with the person who actually got the contract to put together. So I wouldn't thank you.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, I had already signed. Like EMD was close to being on its way. So that's something you just need to be aware of, Jeffrey. I would say number one, because that causes a lot of hurt feelings and creates a lot of resentment in these communities. And then second is, in order to be a successful bird dog, you're going to have to look at a lot of deals. And you have to understand that bird dogging, when we talk about the level of skill sets across all the things that are in real estate, it's the lowest rung. So because it's the lowest rung, oftentimes bird dogs, depending on how serious they get into it, many of them will just copy and paste and send over a deal. Oh, I forgot did I hit go live? Oh, I did go live. Okay. People were asking about Holy Life. My bad. I forgot that I was on Instagram. Anyway, my bad. I'll get to that in a moment. But I've had people who are like, oh yeah, I've looked at like 5 deals this week. And I'm like, nope. You should be looking at like at least 10 to 20 deals a day minimum. And that's on the minimum side. So like your goal is to look through as much as you can.
And I think also to that point, who are you bringing these deals to? Who is your buyer? And how do they want to be presented those deals? Because everyone is different. And so if you just assume that you can copy and paste something, they're going to stop looking at your deals if you continue to send them in a way that they don't want it to be presented.
Or it's not even a good deal.
Yes.
So it's like, why are they even going to spend their time on it? So, yep. Totally. So thank you for asking that question, Jeffrey. Let me go answer a couple of questions on Instagram because I forgot about them. My bad. Also, because we're terrible, like we can't be seen very well. Okay. Let's go, ladies, said Ben Huang. Ben said, I heard that's the best organized meetup. Great job, Ingrid. Thank you. It was a team effort. it was a team effort. Okay.
And we didn't even say you had 2 weeks to put it together.
I forgot.
We didn't even mention that.
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Yeah. Right before I went to Miami, they're like, hey, can you move it up from February 27th to January 30th? And I was like, let's rip this Band-Aid off. And so when I got back from Miami, that's really, we had 2 weeks from that point. Trap K asked me, did it take care of the swelling in your ankle? Yes. My swelling, I no longer have a swollen ankle.
And you could visibly see it in before and after photos.
Yeah. AMR68R asks, what's the name of the product? The name of the product is
P90 plus. But DM Ingrid and we can send you the information on it.
Yeah. Yeah. And you can see, so I bought the P90 plus and I bought the goggles because something that I had been battling. Okay. So more TMI. I was starting to get hot flashes. Since I started PEMF, all the hot flashes are gone. So I go, what is it that women go through at this age that the hot flashing happens?
I mean, premenopause.
Premenopause. Yes. There was not a quiz, but yeah, that. But I'm saying like, I don't know what is in that premenopause that causes the hot. I think it's the hormones.
It's that your hormones start shifting and going around.
PEMF is not.
It's not about the hormones, but if you start regulating your cells, and so basically within it, your blood flow gets cleaner. Like, and basically it can be very sticky. And there's videos of this where you can see kind of like the before and after of the cellular level of our bloodstream going. And it's in that video that you're going to tag here.
That makes sense. So
your circulation is going to be better anyway. So your fascia isn't stuck. Your circulation isn't stuck because fascia is a huge part of it. And that in turn helps you regulate everything, right? And that can then have a knock-on effect, which sometimes takes longer. Like it's not necessarily always immediate, but it can have a knock-on effect to help regulate not only your hormones, but your stress levels, your anxiety levels. You know, I mean, if your hormones are off, that just, and your lymphatic flow is stuck as well.
Yeah.
Any kind of information.
I was jacked up is what I heard and what I'm hearing her say.
We're all jacked up.
What is this? Do you also recommend signing an agreement ahead of time, or is a JV all that's necessary? I think it just depends on your relationship. If this is somebody you absolutely don't know and you guys can come to terms early on, like maybe they'll say, hey, if I close on a deal, no matter what the deal, I'll pay you like $300, $500 or something like that. And then you want to put that into a JV agreement. That would be great. If anything, at the very minimum, in my opinion, is just get it on an email, just so that it's at least in writing, in some fashion, because then at least you have something in writing, which at least in the state of Arizona, even an email is admissible to court if you were to sue someone. So hopefully that helps. I heard you say stream every Wednesday. Is it always at the same time? Yes. Thank you for asking that, Jeffrey. I promise you I did not plant to this person. Yes, every Wednesday at 1 p.m. Arizona time, we stream. And so right now we are 2 hours, not ahead, behind Eastern time. So it's 3 p.m. Eastern time. And then when the time changes again, it's still 1 p.m. Arizona time. And then it becomes 4 p.m. Eastern time. Yeah. So it's either going to be at 3 or at 4 Eastern time.
That's another thing, is that time, those little time shifts as well mess with our circadian rhythm.
Yeah.
And so this could help with that as well.
Interesting. Yeah. Let's see. Okay. See, like we have the horizontal view is not great on the.
I know, everybody just come over to YouTube.
Yeah. YouTube is the best experience for this podcast. So,
absolutely.
Yeah, for sure. Okay. So one of the things that myself and Laura want to do, I know we only have 10 minutes left, is actually start a new podcast to talk about these different like wellness, not just products, but experiences. So we actually started doing this together when we went to the retreat in Chicago. It was Rhea Campbell's meetup. Yeah. And, but did we decide to go to that after?
We did. Well, we were in Scots. We were here for
We've
Owners
lived
Club
like
retreat.
20 lives.
I feel like
then.
that.
Mhm.
And you came out. I was talking to Rhea, and you came up and you were like, "We should go to Chicago together."
Mhm.
And that was kind of the start of it.
Yeah.
I was planning to go back to Portugal.
Oh, yes.
And I was like,
Changed your plans. I'm so sorry.
You planted a seed in my head.
Yeah.
And I was
your
like,
adult decision.
okay.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very influential.
Yeah.
I mean, influenced. Very easily influenced.
Okay.
That's
very
it.
Good.
Maybe I am influential. I don't know. We'll see after this.
But because so many of the things that like I am like beginner, super beginner level, like learning about these like alternative products and processes that somebody could go through to help. I say process because what were you talking about, the lymphatic thing?
Oh yeah, the big 6 lymph that you can do every day.
Yeah, like okay, so like this.
Yeah, you start with like your collarbone and then behind your like ears and back here, and then you do your underarms, your stomach, your kind of your groin area, and behind your knees, like for a very fast one, right? There's more in depth. But if you do that every morning, that gets your lymph moving. And because of the way that we eat and just the chemicals that are all around us, our lymph gets super stuck. So we need to do everything to help support that. Yeah.
So we want to start a podcast to talk about all that. Oh, okay. I hear you. Because there's 2. So if any of you have StreamYard has now 2 ways to stream. There is a horizontal view and then there's a vertical view. And so my team puts us in the vertical view as well as the horizontal view. So I don't know how to fix that because the vertical view is what Instagram uses. The horizontal view is what. So if you go to my channel, you should, on the live function, you'll see 2 different streams for this very exact same episode. There's a horizontal and a vertical. So choose the horizontal.
Courtney. Yeah. Courtney's in Gator.
Oh, yeah.
And also in Joe McCall's land flipping community too.
Let's spend a couple of minutes on the land thing. Okay, so be on the lookout. We're going to have our new podcast. We're not sure what we're going to call it yet, I think. And we're going to talk about and experiment with all these like wellness things.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
We basically went on TikTok and did our bedroom routines together. Or we kind of, that's
TMI.
Like get ready for bed.
Yeah.
It was real estate and get ready for bed.
Yeah. It was kind of like a download of the day. The download of the day. So DLD.
We could be like really inappropriate too.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, Erin, it's going to be a completely different podcast because I want to keep this podcast centric to bringing experts in their fields and like explaining to us, right? It's why it's called Explain It, like what is important to know about what they do. So we've had people who run businesses and real estate on this podcast, and we're pretty much getting the rest of the first half of 2026 scheduled so that we can continue to have those really amazing experts on here. So I've been looking for your buy box and I wanted to know which types of properties you tend to focus on the most. So I actually have to update my buy box. My buy box. Yeah. So my buy box is ingrydhernandez.com. If you go there, you'll see my buy box. However, fixing and flipping is not something like, forgive me because this might feel a little harsh for some of you. None of the fix and flips that people are sending are working out. So it's a lot of wasted time. And so then it's not a function of like the bird dogs per se, but it's a function of the market right now. And so it's like, why waste my time doing that? So I'm probably going to update it to be focused on land development and then focused on RV and mobile home parks and commercial real estate that can be bought through the Morby method. So those are the 3 priorities I'm going to have, and real estate related stuff focused here in Arizona. And then you do land, yes?
And yes. And then I'm focused on land, infill lots to raw land. And I may be expanding, I am. I pulled a list already for Maricopa County.
Ayo.
Because we went looking at
my co-living that we're under contract.
Exactly. And we saw some land next door. And so it just kind of sparked some fun possibilities.
Yeah. Yeah. And with Dr. Noe, one of his goals this year is to do ground up construction. And I'm like, if he reaches his goal, I reach my goal. So I'm like, let's do it. So, yeah, that is my real estate centric goal.
Nice. And I'm focused on land, mainly in Florida, but also in Benton County in Arkansas. And then here it was just Pinal, but now I am going to expand to Maricopa and see how
it's very competitive.
It's very competitive, and, which is why I had stayed away from it. But, you know, when you connect with people, and this is another, you know, kind of bird dog thing, if you know you have buyers, then that also helps on the acquisition side.
I don't know if you're asking Laura, do you have a podcast? Do you have a YouTube channel?
I have a YouTube channel that is not very active, but it's going to start to be.
Yeah.
It is just at Laura Burbrower, which is BIRBROWER. And that's the same as my Instagram too. So my Instagram and my YouTube are the same. There is only one video on my YouTube right now.
Yeah.
I should change that.
What?
I should get that. Like, I should get moving on that.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
As in being active. I'm like, don't change your name. No.
Oh, no. I'm going to keep everything the same.
What is happening? So gross.
Who are these people?
I don't know. It's really weird.
I feel like it's like you get two girls together and suddenly these weirdos come out. Yeah.
I don't know. Okay. Well, yes, this is her name, Laura Burbrower. And if you're on like Instagram, it's up here, I believe. And she's focusing on land, and I told her, go sell me some land.
Yeah.
Won't you?
Yes.
All right. Let's
exactly.
do it. Yeah.
So I'm very excited.
All of your lives you could put on YouTube. Yeah. Yes, totally. Hey, Manny with his little dinosaur. It's been forever. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, I'm excited. I feel like 2026 has so much going on. Like, January went so fast. So fast.
February.
Yeah.
And it's already almost like the first week. Yeah. February is the shortest month.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. So guys, again, my birthday's on Friday. Would love for you guys to donate to Marcelino's cause on his journey to get his. By the way, so we have a friend, and he's okayed us to share this story. We have a friend, Dr. Sam, whose dad passed away waiting for a bone marrow transplant. Like, he was waiting for a bone marrow donor. You know, I would love to have Dr. Sam on the podcast to kind of understand that, because I actually sent my spit to be a bone marrow donor, and I've never heard back from anybody. I'm like, what'd you guys do? What'd you guys do with my spit?
Maybe it's just on record, and then they contact you when there's a match.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm like, I'm O positive. I feel like everybody wants me.
Yeah.
From a bone
it's
marrow
really
standpoint.
rare. That's really rare.
What? O positive?
I think that's rare.
Is it?
Yeah. But it's universal.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I don't know how that affects in bone marrow though.
I don't either. That's why I would love to talk to Dr. Sam about it. Because I'm like, and I just want to know what happens to me if I do it. Will I be in pain?
I think it's painful.
Is it?
At least when it's happening. I don't know, like when they actually go to pull out the bone marrow, it's painful.
Is it?
A big needle.
Ay.
In your back.
Oh, I've done that a couple of times already.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Where they pulled out?
No, my C-sections.
Oh, I mean, I'm sure a C-section. Through your back?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, well, for what?
So here I am with belly.
Explain.
I'm like this, crouched over my big old pregnant belly. And then it's painful. They stick you. And with my daughter, they jacked up. They hit my bone. And when the needle came back out, it was crooked. It was like, not just like slightly crooked. It was like this crooked. And my husband looked at me and like, he had his eyes like wide open, like, oh my God, you just went through that. And I was like, well, I said it was hurtful. It hurt. Like, I'm very happy that I didn't like come out like not walking.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. So I've
Wow.
gone through that. I mean, because I've gone through that, and women can take pain. I'm just like, I don't know if it was a bigger purpose of helping somebody like live.
Yeah.
I think I could live through pain. The pain is not really the thing that totally scares me. It's am I susceptible to getting sick or like what happens after? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I feel like if I had to go through the pain, I think I could take the pain.
I mean, there's always risks, right? Of, anytime anyone sticks anything in.
Yes, this is very true. Courtney said, women are warriors. No doubt. What is this? I'm not sure if this question is rude or something. Should I always ask, but was curious to know how many properties do you buy per year? Oh, I love this. Actually, it's a great question.
Never rude.
No, not rude. So I currently buy and hold. I have 12 properties in Arizona, 12 also in Ohio and West Virginia, plus a commercial building that we also bought in Ohio. And then as far as fixing and flipping, that doesn't count to what is in my portfolio. So we were buying like every other month, at least one property. I am not this huge fix and flipper. Like that was enough work.
Yeah.
So hopefully that is not a rude question, and you're so sweet to even ask.
Like, and you should be asking people that because you want to know, well, if you do bring deals to them, are they actually going to be able to buy at that moment?
Yeah, you're going to be able to perform. Totally. Cool. So Laura, hi, has class started? Lisa, yes, it has.
Hi, Lisa Rose.
Oh, isn't she sweet? Oh, that's our Canadian friend.
Yep.
Okay, I think she's from Toronto. Yeah. All right, guys. So go follow Laura Burbrower on Instagram and YouTube. We will announce when we're ready the podcast that we'll start doing together, which will not be the Explain It podcast. It'll be the other podcast, whatever we call it. I chose Ohio. A Kindle Land 66 because Arizona's numbers were not working, and in Ohio consistently we had 3 different exits that we could deploy. And so when you're buying properties, especially for fixing and flipping, and if that's your only exit, that's a very high risk investment. So my goal was, hey, if I had to keep it and refinance this property out, maybe I don't make money, but do I get to keep all my money? And the answer was yes. So Ohio and West Virginia were areas that the mathed. So cool. So go follow Laura on Instagram, Laura Burbrower. Follow me on Instagram if you guys aren't there yet. And then, we'll catch you guys next Wednesday. Yes. This has been the Explain It podcast. Again, every Wednesday, 1 p.m. Arizona time, we are here. We live stream our podcast. It gets recorded and then put on my YouTube channel. So follow my YouTube channel, like and subscribe. And then there you go. All right. Have a good one, guys.
Bye.